At this time, I would like to reconvene the regular board meeting. Clerk of the board, please call roll.
Solis.
Present.
Segura. Pike.
Here.
Hall.
Present.
Tarantino.
Here.
Janney.
Here.
Pangilinan. Here.
We'll now hold a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance led by our student board member. A nation, God, all with liberty for all. This meeting to discuss the following issues. Number 1, student expulsions, suspended expulsions, reinstatements, Education Code Section 48916 through 48918. Number 2, public Section 57. Number 3, dismissal, resignation, for Code Section 54957. Legal counsel 6.9. Number 5, conference with labor negotiator, Government Code Section 54957.6. Ortiz, yes. Tarantino, yes. Moved by Solis, seconded by Segura, to accept the administrative hearing panel's recommendation to approve the reinstatement of one student with the vote of Hall, yes. Pike, yes. Segura, yes. Solis, yes. Tarantino, yes. Moved by Tarantino, seconded by Pike, to approve the appointment of Nancy Picone as Director of Fiscal Services with the vote of Hall, yes. Pike, yes. Segura, yes. Solis, yes. Tarantino, yes. The board will reconvene the closed session after open session to approve the agenda. By Solis. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Segura. Call for the vote, please.
Solis.
Yes.
Segura.
Yes.
Pike.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Tarantino.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Now we'll have an update from our superintendent, Dr. Karen Janney.
Thank you. Well, welcome everybody. This is the first day back from for site staff from the 2-week break. Day back for our students. Welcome back. Teacher, for example, I think tomorrow will stay a great opportunity for students at the time in the of California School Administrators. They have every other year it's in San Diego, their summit. And this year they've only chosen 2 performing groups countywide to perform at their summit this year. And one of them is Bonita Sahai's music machine. And that's Director Gail Kennedy. So all of their hard work pays off because people around the county, when these conferences, they want our students to perform. So it's really a nice kudos to them. And then someone we all know is getting recognized by by Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez. Remember, she's an 80th District Assembly member, and she gives the annual 80th Assembly District Latino Filipino Community Leader Award. And this year, it's going to someone that we know, former SEA president and currently on the CTA Board of Directors for District P, Roberto Rodriguez. And so we want to congratulate him. Right now, he's kind of on leave from us, right? After as a board member, he represents most of San Diego County and all of Imperial County. So Southern California, he represents for CTA on that board of directors. So congratulations. And then recently, I was having a conversation with one of our employees. And just for everyone's sake, I got permission to share this conversation with all of you about what happened in our conversation. So that person was sharing about a time in their life when things were getting very difficult, not only professionally, but also personally. It was also a time of uncertainty for that person. And then on top of all that, they got some disturbing news about their health. So that would be pretty discouraging. On their way back to work after that doctor's appointment, out of the corner of their eye, they said they were driving back on the freeway, and they noticed a sign that said something about a story. Driving by, saw this, something about a story over here. The person exited the freeway and went looking for that sign. It was actually a poster, because when the person found it, it was a poster on an electrical box. It wasn't even a marquee. It wasn't a big, sign on the side of the freeway. It was just something on the side of the road. So when the person found that poster on that electrical box, it actually read, "Live a great story." That's what it said. And so the message to this employee they shared with me from that poster meant that living through challenging times is part of our story. That message inspired this person to keep focused on knowing that we don't always have control about what happens sometimes, but that we do have control how we handle it. And so I just want to thank that employee for allowing me to share their great story, to live a great story. That's the first thing. And then secondly, last night, John Green was featured on 60 Minutes. And how many people in the audience know who John Green is? Okay, a few, right? Here's why, I think. He's a best-selling author, a successful podcaster, and a vlogger. I think that's how it's said. A vlogger. He's a YouTube star. Mostly, he connects with teenagers, and which is why a lot of us in this room haven't heard of him, right? He mostly connects with teenagers. In fact, they're his biggest fans. His secret that he talks about and success is his authenticity. And he's able to connect with teenagers mostly because he remembers his own social awkward adolescence, is what he calls it. He also said he struggled in high school with a sense that he could not control his thoughts. He admits he wasn't a very good student. He had a lot of self-destructive impulses and felt scared all the time when he was in high school. And now he knows that feeling was a symptom of OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder. And he writes about it. He's written several books, but most recently he writes about it in his recent book called Turtles All the Way Down. It's currently a bestseller, a New York Times bestseller for 50 straight weeks. And Green's sincere admission of mental health struggles has gained him lots of loyal teenager fans. Who affectionately refer to themselves as nerd fighters. That's what they talk about. So his advice to youth today is DF. Young people today. The message is also to tell the young teenagers advice for all of us. So DFTBA, don't forward. Let's support each other to story. And
One, many crawl. And something is that previous people that guide these tours. So not only are the students seeing the campuses, but seeing that people from where they came from made it there. So this experience is definitely relatable and a great opportunity for kids to see that they can make it into any college that they put their mind to. So now that we are heading back into school, students are back from vacation, and my President's Council meetings will restart again this next Wednesday, and I will be spotlighting San Isidro High School and Chula Vista High School. Thank you.
Now we'll have the DLAC report. The board members all received a copy of the DLAC committee's report. The chair, Ms. Velia Rico, is here to introduce the new DLAC president. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. I'm here to present our new DLAC president, who is Ms. Marisa Chavarin. Ms. Chavarin is a really integrated parent who is really involved in her community and at our school. She is part of San Isidro High School, too. So I will take a minute to thank you, all the board members, when I was president. So I leave you.
Ms. Rico Sea. My name is Marisa Chavarin. New this year. I'm also in San Isidro High School, but not only San Isidro. Cup Gold year 2018, sorry, 2019 was presented by Ms. Delgado, and she shared with us how the funds received to the district and allocate to the LCFF formula and the LPAC. We have the opportunity to give us parents' participation to the district, the safety, academic performance, marketing, and parent participation. Subsequently, we have the election for and swearing in the new DLAC 18 is
Welcome. And thank you, Ms. Velia, for your service this past year, a couple of years, right? And so we really. Mr. Segura.
Report I here like just thank you. And we'll help you any way we can.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Tarantino.
Yes, I'd also like to thank you for your report, and I have a question through the chair to, I don't know, Dr. Jan. Appreciate the recommendation that you've made. Question: respond to what they have, what happened now. We've asked them to make some recommendations, and so what do we?
I'll start, and then Sarah can fill in any. So typically, we try to answer any questions we can at that time at the meeting. But if there are things we need to, or maybe to decide, with the majority of time, these meetings, CIS, our coordinator of integrated services, is also there, so they get to hear some of those questions and take it back to their site. Every year for LCAP, we ask both the DLAC and the DPAC to give us information, services,
2018-19 revised budget and adopt resolution number 4589 to identify the amount of budget reductions needed in 2019 through 2020 and 2020 through 2021. Those are fiscal years. And to require that a list of
restricted budgets to more restricted budgets that qualify, such as Title I, Title II, Title III, Title IV. And throughout this entire budget challenge,